The flow is up. Oh, I gotta let this fucking cat in. It's gonna tear the door down. Damn, Kai. Little chicken leg motherfucker. I need to go get my Adderall today. I have some old 10 mil, and I've been taking 2 of those to equal my 20.
Oh, yeah.
And it ain't the same.
Really?
It feels way stronger.
That's funny. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe you're just you're getting a quicker release because you're taking 2 of them.
Oh. Yeah. That's right, because they're extended release.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like... God, I hate Jigsaw sometimes. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of clarity. It just looks like a grind to the upside so far. I haven't taken any trades yet.
Still trying to get this bullshit put together. Yeah, we keep hitting a new pocket of inventory that I just don't have
Mm.
on the upside. Ugh. Like shit's coming out of my
Gross, dude.
throat.
I took a long scalp on micros right there from 19 to 21, just based on the overwhelming squeeze. That big seller came in at the very low and it never bailed them out. Also had the reclaim assist and technically trend assist since we are grinding upwards. That could be changing here though, because it looks like we are running into a sell block. It looks like that sell block got squeezed. I should review before the open more often, dude. I just feel super patient, super selective right now. I just don't want to
Yeah,
touch
that
these
could be
close.
it.
Like I know what I'm looking for. It's fresh in my mind. Looks like buyers got squeezed. I could have potentially done the inverse setup of what I took earlier, where that 200 lot buyer came in at the very top. And there could potentially be a fade short there. However, I don't want to fight the trend today, and the trend, at least at that time, was clearly straight up. So I didn't have the same confidence in the trend that I did with the long earlier.
There's a lot of spoofing below us. Well, actually, this could be off. I need to tweak the candles slightly, just the edges.
We do have 10 o'clock news today. Fed chairman speaking. What's his name?
It's not Jerome Powell anymore. It's some new fuck.
No, he got fired. He got canned.
Good. Look what he did to the economy, cock.
Bit of a short squeeze here, but I don't like that we're respecting the slip range. I'm honestly leaning continuation short, but I'm waiting for more confirmation on the heat map. I want to see some red candles print because right now we're still green or at least neutral. I also don't like that nasty reclaim on
The
that
flow is
backside.
still like positive.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm taking one up the ass. 18 to 1450 loss.
Oh, you were long there. I had a long idea too. I was on 2
I
minute
would
micro though.
1300 in a can.
I got a short continuation for 5 ticks. I could have got more out of it, but I had a misclick and I had to flat key it instead of limit out. I don't think I'm going to try it again just because momentum to the downside is slowing, and on the medium time frame heat map, we're starting to print a green candle.
don't know what the fuck is going on.
We do have a bit of buyer support on the open interest now. Heat map is still not red. It's not necessarily green either, but
Picked up 2 ticks, but I was like long 17 on that down move. I got top ticked.
yeah, I've got a 1450 long on micros. I took a partial here.
Y14s.
It set up a nice little slip range, and buyers were supporting it, and it wasn't going any lower. And that's kind of the simplicity of it. Is just like we're downtrending, it's not going any lower. Buyers are starting to support, and we started to break the top of the slip range. So I bought the slip range pullback for the long. Um, However, we did reject off of 18s pretty hard. I moved my stop up to break even, so if it hits, then I'll still get a winning trade out of it. Yeah, and there it goes. So still a winning trade. I made 40 bucks off of it.
I just got out because of the wave on it.
Yeah, and that looks like a pretty hard reject, so I'm not interested in longs anymore. At least not for the time being. We got all that balance below us it could want to take back.
Still mostly positive flow.
Bit of a slip range setting up. I had a bit of an idea for short continuation at 11s, but it just didn't quite set up the way I wanted it to.
I just spoofed the shit out of that move.
Mm. These early buyers could be getting squeezed to the downside here.
There's very aggressive reloading in here.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. There was a really nasty flick candle a minute ago. There's a 311 buyer at 225, but it's still too early. He could get squeezed.
I don't know if we're gonna hit this pocket or blow it out above us. Long 250 to 575. I think that. Yeah, we're positive now. I think I might have been able to actually hold that.
Yeah, I've got a 325 long on micros. Took a partial here. I'm going to see how it reacts to 8. If we reject off it, I'm going to flat key it. But regardless, I moved my stop up to break even. Because 8 evens is kind of a support resistance. I'm going to flat key it there. Got a nice solid winning trade out of that one. I got a 450 long. I'm going to take it off at 7 for the scalp. That helped. That put
Why'd
me
you
at-
do that?
It was a larger slip range, but we tested the top of the prior slip range, if that makes sense, with a huge open interest support below us at 225. So we didn't quite touch 225, but the fact that we came down, tested the top of the prior range, and then I saw some fresh bids coming in on the tape. It looked like it was going to successfully test there, and then took it off at the high of the like the local high there.
Fucking Mike, always making these fucking sounds.
It's getting a little squirrely in this area. I'm not quite sure what it's trying to do. I tried to get that 1025 long. That was a really nice slip range to set up there. We're still bright green for the most part on the medium time frame, which tells me long bias, at least for the time being.
Hot green on the 30-second stock, which it hasn't been.
Mm-hmm.
Big fucking spoof low. Average bid offer is about 20, which is high.
Mm-hmm. It's getting thick before the news. We got 3 minutes till news.
Spoofed it upward.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
60 seconds till news. I'm just going to stretch my legs, get some water.
Flow's starting to come out the bottom side. The flow's starting to transition low for the first time.
This is a rolling news event, so the volatility might come later into his speech or his testimonial.
They're spoofing it up a lot. They're spoofing it up a lot. Why are they spoofing it up this much? I don't understand it. They're really trying to get the flow to go out the bottom side.
Yeah. They do have a lot of balance below.
Now they're trying to get the flow to go back up. There's so much spoofing below us. The offers are just pulling relentlessly here.
Nice little reject there off 23s. I almost wonder if they're going to accept back into the prior range. Problem is, there's a lot of trapped sellers in that range. So if it keeps hovering above them, then they're going to get stopped out. It's going to make a little.
I don't know. The
squeeze.
flow is reversing directions. There's so much fucking spoofing below us to get any of this to go up.
Mm. Changing character on the medium time frame, but the last one did not follow through, so that's not a huge amount of confirmation.
Your character on what?
Changing character on the medium time frame, we're starting to put in red candles when we've been historically green. But it did that earlier in the session, and it just resulted in a squeeze to the upside.
Delta spiked multiple times upward here, and it was not pushing good. And they just put in a small delta spike low, and it pushed slightly. That's the thing about fading edges of ranges. They always seem scary as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're spiking it down again. Ugh. That little micro spiked and cook. Another spike. Huge spike into the new pocket.
Whew, I was in that one forever. I had a 21-25 short out at 18. Just in that slip range, I had the slip advantage, but that slip range was nasty.
Fat cook off. Another big ass spoof upward. What happens when they chop the open interest like that?
It depends on where the open interest is with relation to the range. All right, right
The
now,
top.
yeah, if right now it's at the top of the range, it's usually a good thing. But the more times they test the open interest, like they just did, the higher the chance they're going to blast through it. So that's why I wasn't re-shorting there, is because I'm like, okay, we got the successful breakout,
Yeah.
but now they're coming back up and retesting it again. And the more times it gets tested like that, like it's gonna break. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I just took 10 points of loss.
Oof.
Mm. Oh, it's 5,900. 40 and 3 on that one. Fuck me, dude.
No, I was with you. I was short in that area too. I just
Yeah,
had
but I
the
was short way too low. 14s or some shit. I should have pulled it when it was near 17s. They're spoofing it up too much. This is all buying. This is everything about it just stinks. The buy flow keeps embedding up. I keep buying bottom ticks, top ticks, whatever the fuck. It's killing me.
oof, took a loss on that one. I tried to get the long at 23s.
Yeah, I'm fucking long 24 like a fucking idiot. Should have waited. I knew I shouldn't have, and I was going to work it out and it didn't come out. I got trapped. This it's like me being stupid. Fucking annoying. God damn, it's gonna go right to where I needed to get out of that other fucking loss, but now I'm on the other motherfucking side of it. So now the loss doubles. Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Right where I needed you to fucking go. Right where I needed you to fucking go. To get out of that other fucking trade, but now I'm on the other fucking side of it. Fucking motherfuckers. God damn it. I'm still in it? Fuck, I thought I hit flat key. I'm down 14.
Oof.
I'm down 14,650. That was $8 grand up the fucking ass. Get fucking railed. Two fucking sides of the fucking thing. Stupidity. Absolute fucking stupidity. Spoofing it way up. The flow is still long. Hot selling 30-second. Overall day is green. They're probably using this to get through the 20 wall. They're gonna spoof it into the fucking 20 wall, and they're gonna use the rebalance to push through there because there's too many fucking contracts sitting up there. Unless they mid pivot here, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if they do. There's a bit of buyer interest here.
Do you have a huge bid wall in the 9s and 8s? I don't know if you're looking at level 2.
Yeah, I am.
It looks like a big bid wall came up to push that move up. Average limit 17 on the bid offer. Oh, fuck. Power surge. Spoofing it down a lot. enough flow to knock out this guy at 1450. There he goes.
Yeah, that was fucking squirrely, dude.
They're running on. They're spoofing the fuck out of it back up because like the flow. They're trying to run it up through those 20s and make sure there's enough inventory to recirculate to get through there.
Yeah.
Stocks are high buying overall for the daily. The flow is staying pinned out long. For now, it doesn't go very much more long, but it's about to dip onto a neutral line. But I've seen it dip on the neutral line multiple fucking times. And it just can't go negative. Is this open interest on 16 from like earlier in the session? It has to be. Or is it from the down move?
It's from earlier in the session. That was a historic open interest level.
No, this open interest has to be. By the way, I'm calculating it. It's not. It's from that selling. There's so much selling. Like this huge pocket in the 18s of profile. That's from the down leg.
Yes, it wasn't as big earlier, but it was there, is what I'm saying. Like they added to it. It wasn't nearly this big earlier in the session, but there was a tiny little profile there.
Trying to get the flow to go out the bottom side.
Got a continuation short from 14. That helps.
Of course, they're gonna come back down here, or I have a 5 long, and I left a shitload of money on the fucking table. The flow's coming out super low. I think they've taken all the inventory back from the open almost. The actual down move in the 11-12s came in on fierce pushing. Fucking bullshit. I mean, they're spoofing it low. I don't know if they're trying to get the knock out the bullshit below us or what.
Yeah, it's hard to read this slip range because it's kind of compressed. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, of course. Congratulations, guys. You did it. Congratulations. Ugh. Several passive fucking several spikes. Big spikes. This shit's getting hung up. Obviously, there's some offers that keep showing up around here.
Yeah, it is a heavily interacted with area. We are, for what it's worth, we are getting our first changing character on the medium time frame. We're putting in a bright green candle. Whether or not that means shit, I mean, remains to be determined.
Spike it high. Ugh. It's a weak spike. Pushing on the back end of these guys that did some heavy ass. Selling. Hot red. 32nd.
Oh, yeah, good observation.
They're spiking the fuck out of it on the sell side right here. I seem to be way more interested in getting the flow to go out the bottom end than the top end because the spikes up the top end were weak. The flow's actually flipping for the first time. They spoofed the shit out of that. Another sell spike to get the flow to go out the bottom side. Why are they doing that? I can't. They're spiking the shit out of this area, and they're having a very hard time. Man, they're running this up on like it's not like entirely spoofing. It's very lightweight volume though. It's like average bid offer. They're clearing the bid offer average size, which is 16, which is really low. Spiking the fuck out of it to get more flow to go out the bottom end, but the fucking price is staying embedded up. Like big ass divergence. The flow is still refusing to flip completely. It's like neutral.
Yeah, it's like they're forcing it to stay down here.
They've only been tickling small up spikes. But this one's kind of large. Well, it disappeared. There they go. Now they're
Yeah, we're starting to get some fresh bids above that huge block of selling, which means we could be getting squeezed.
flow's negative now. Huge spike, and then they just spoof it the fuck right back up when they did that. Like no offers. The offers just disappeared on 3 ticks. This resting offer at 375 of 130.
All right, man. It's 11 o'clock. I should probably get out of here. I'm gonna have to eat the red day, unfortunately. Gave back $800, which fucking stings.
Why'd you do that?
Just fighting the trend, doing stupid shit. I went on tilt. I think you and me around the same area, we started running into trouble, and it just compounded.
I've had trouble the whole session.
Yeah. So I'm gonna review and try to figure out where exactly that trigger was, where things started to go wrong. Because I mean, the beginning of the session was rough, but I was still doing decent, you know. So I want to find where that inflection point was, where I started to trade like shit, and see what triggered it, and maybe do a hypnosis on it or something like that. But tomorrow and Friday I work the morning, so I won't be on. I'll try to hop on in the afternoon, do some journaling and shit. But I'll catch you later, man.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.